It's very strange, eh? I've lived with people who are base, very base, who don't have anything, man. They only enjoy the weekend, and that after that one weekend, only one, by the way, 1 out of 4 or 3, and they live very humbly. I've lived with them, and I know their language. I know what they talk about, and they're normal, man. Normal in their language. Yeah, man. Very humble, man. But they still compete with one another. That part is still there. The competition part is still there. Wow, it's amazing, man. Live on almost nothing. Rent very, very cheap. Almost nothing on food. Take lunchbox no takeaways whatsoever, like for the whole month. I know around how much they earn. It's very humbling. On the flip side, I moved and I've lived with people who are abound, who have a lot. And I haven't experienced the base part, not that much, but the abound part. I've lived with people who are, my goodness, well off, quite well off actually. Yeah, man, and those people, their language is very different. But although their language is very different, and although they have things at will, I've noticed something common with the Abase people, with people who don't have much. They they are also humble, man. My goodness, they're also humble. I saw a lot of them having home cooked meals, and they just travel more and do some other fancy stuff, and not too fancy though. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, the guy was, yeah. And they focus more on their like careers, and like they do work after hours, and they do side projects after hours, and side passive income and all these things after hours, which the other guys don't. The other guys, I saw most of them watching TV, and yeah, obviously they don't drink, like, because they don't have much to drink after the first weekend, and so these guys who have a lot of money actually have things like fancy cars, and they don't usually, like, they don't drive them to work. They don't drive them to work, and they're like, so weekends when you visit them, they'll get you nice stuff. Oh my goodness, the hospitality is, yeah, something else. Bottles and all these things. And security, they live in fancy houses that they bought, and all these things. But both of them are humble. You come to the guy who has money. He doesn't talk a lot about money, but they love to talk about side. Hey, my guy, my side hustle is doing well, and I've tried this, and I went to hiking, and I was at home, and I met family, and you see this thing. Go to the humble guy, to the guy who doesn't have money. The guy will say, "Hey, my guy, I was with family. They both value similar things." Just that guy can't do much for the family, and that guy doesn't have much security. So, yeah. But I've seen something very, very, very strange, man. You see the guy who's a middle class guy. You see the guy who's a bourgeoisie. That guy, or lady, obviously, guy means guy or lady. But that guy is very strange, man. It came through as strange to me. There's pride. Not only pride, but also showing off, which I didn't see out of the two. I didn't see it out of the poor guy. I didn't see it out of the rich guy or guys. So I'm wondering, man, what's going on here, man? He wants to show off, and I don't know what the person is trying to show off, because I know most of them, they don't have much, but they try to show off they have more loans than both of them, both the poor and the rich. They have more installments. Their food is not as rich. I'm very perplexed. I don't know how to classify them. So my advice is, don't be a bourgeoisie. Don't be a bourgeoisie. Just move away from there sooner. Immediately when you move from poverty to the middle class, just move away from there. Go towards the higher class and then stay there, and learn how they live, and live that life of humility. Capitalist. Live there. Just live there, and don't. Oh man. And stay humble. Stay humble. I mentioned some of them. Value in family, both the poor and the rich. Value family. Don't stay in the bourgeois. Don't stay in the middle class. Don't be lukewarm. That's what I'm saying. You'll find pleasure there. Both people. I don't usually hang around. Like the bourgeoisies are entertaining in some aspects, but after a while you see, or they like to argue. They like to. Obviously, I like discussions, and I like people counter arguments and the likes, which you'll find mostly in the guys who have something. But don't stay in the middle class, man. They can argue for the sake of arguing, which doesn't make sense whatsoever. So, yep, my video. This is 2023, this September the 6th. Let's see what's going on.